Thy reign will soon be over when my secret I hide. Then I shall be the ruler, and you shall be my bride. Yeah. Let me see, where was I? A rub on this lamp will bring riches and fame. This lamp is well guarded by torrents and flame. But one dare secure it, Aladdin's his name. He liveth on the corner of Chow and Main.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel, The Law and the Promise, where we talk about dynamic laws that govern our lives. Laws like principle. It's good to know about them because they're like principle and they're going to govern your life. You are subject to them. Okay. So, today we're looking at Aladdin and his lamp. And the reason I bring these up, the fairy tales and the myths and all legends and all these things, is these are truth being spoken to you. And this is backward land, so man will tell you they're myths and legends and fiction and don't mean anything. But if you step back and look, you can see there is no fiction. Today's fiction is tomorrow's reality. If you don't believe that, there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie you need to go watch and then go look at Elon Musk. So, let's move on, shall we? Because today we're talking about Aladdin's lamp. And Aladdin's lamp is telling you how to overcome the trials and tribulations, the pain and suffering in life. Okay? It's God within. And he would use a technique. It was the lamp. The lamp is where the light is, right? So he lets the light out. That's the genie. And the genie is a genie because it can do all kinds of magic. Okay. Now that's only magic to men because they're limited in what they can see. Okay, but not to the genie. And the genie is your I am. Okay. And the lamp is you. Okay. And the genie comes up out of you. Okay. As you wish. What would you like? So the way we do this unconsciously, because it is law and it's going on all the time, it's never not working. That would be like, gravity takes a nap. No, it's always working. Okay? It doesn't sleep. So it's principle. This is what it's getting across to you. But the principle is dynamic because it is being. Okay? The dynamic principle is existence. Existence is. Okay? That's what it is. I stands for ineffable existence. I exist, therefore I am. And because I exist, I am right here. I'm moving, I'm talking, I'm doing something. The I is doing this. Okay. And the I is ineffable. And older than the Bible, older than anything, is fiction. Okay, the things we call fiction. The story like the Smith and the Devil. It's old as dirt. It's older than the pyramids. It's older than Göbekli Tepe. It's older than most things that we have discovered. Okay? Because once you see them written down, well, you already know they've been sung about or talked about for many, many moons, probably thousands and thousands of years before it was ever written down. Okay. And it stays the same because they sing it. Okay. These are songs that they sang these stories and then they wrote them down. And people have been tweaking with them ever since then. So it's to understand these stories are important. And the Bible is important because it doesn't matter what state of consciousness where you are and you're growing and learning as far as that's concerned is. You pick that book up, it will help you. The same words you read today, something will happen, you'll experience something, and then you'll go read those very same words and they will mean something different to you now. Okay? It's the same with all things. Men have a change of heart through experience. It is the experience that changes men thinking. Okay? But the reality is, men don't think. That's why they have to experience to change. A lot of people like to say that God wanted to experience. Well, that, sorry, God has no point of view. He could give a shit about experience. That's why you are saved. Doesn't matter what you said or done or thought or feel. God will save you. You don't need to justify it to God. You don't need to justify it to yourself. You just need to claim it and know it's yours. Okay? And it will come to you. And since you're an eternal being, you have eternity. Okay? And people get upset with me when I tell them these things, but it's important to understand this is opposite land. Okay? I have an eternity. I'm not giving you my attention anymore. I said what I wanted to get. I know how this place works. I need this, and I provided what I need abundantly. The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord guides me. Okay. I shall not want. I don't want for anything. I have so much of everything, I don't even think about it. I have enough air to breathe that I don't think about it. Don't think about the money. Don't think about the stuff. Okay. I am. That's what you think about. You can give your love to anything, your attention. And that's not thinking either. That's just giving your attention. You don't give your attention to things you don't want to see in your life. You certainly don't speak those words because you are the word and the word comes to life. Okay? You're going to get it, whatever it is, in some weird way. And will you recognize it? That's up to you. That's what we're doing. That's what we're learning. You learn to step back and discern. Okay? Is this person who's speaking and telling me these things somebody I listen to? Okay. And they're telling you something regardless of whether you really choose to listen to them or not. They're telling you something that you picked up. Okay. So you can release it, you can let it go, you can forgive it, all kinds of things you can do to get rid of it. And that changes your the thinking. But you don't do the thinking. Okay. You don't. You gave some attention to an idea, and now you're seeing it. Okay. I know there's lots of people in the world, but you need to see them as you see yourself. Okay. And bearing all that, you turn the other cheek, you look away. No, that ugly isn't going on. I'm really over here where it's really nice and wonderful. That's where I am. And you did it to make yourself feel better and for no other reason. Those are the things you get. Okay. You don't expect them. You're not expecting it. Okay. You're just making yourself feel better. That's how you do it unconsciously. Now you have new information, new knowledge. When you do that, it comes to you. So now you do the very same thing that you've always been doing, You just didn't realize, understand, comprehend what you were doing. But with comprehension, with understanding, okay, comes the desired results. So now you know you are the Word, and the Word does come to life. You don't have to do a bunch of imaginings and things like that. You have to just make yourself feel better and don't expect it. Make it something crazy, you know? Don't worry about it. And then give your attention to God. His name is I Am. Just hold on to that. And that's why I picked the song today. Dwight Yoakam's singing the hymn, Hold On to God. And that's why I picked this cartoon today, Aladdin's Lamp, Popeye's Aladdin's Lamp, because it shows us clearly, you know, you're the lamp. You rub it, rub your lamp, rub your lamp. Okay, certain things you just are gonna know. All right, and once you get a knowing of God, then you know it is what it is. I'll see it when I see it. Okay, I don't care. Okay, seem to think that I care about, pick something, mixed race couples. I could give a shit. Eh? There's no reason to join in the conversation. There's no reason to say anything or do anything. Okay, it's just, I could give a shit. Yes, yes, they happen. And, what's there to care about? Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, the idea is to read between the lines, read between the letters, read between the words you hear. Know that that's God talking to you. You need to hear the messages that are being presented to you. And if you're not sure what to do, well, as Emmett Fox would say, you golden key, which is just another way of saying cast the burden to the Christ. And his word for treatment, it's just another word for prayer. You don't treat anything. It's just people graviated towards that word more than prayer. Okay? So if it's prayer. You think about God and you don't read too much into it, He'll tell you. Okay? What do you have to do? Have faith. Trust in God. I trust in God. I don't care what it looks like. I know God is going to provide richly and abundantly to me, not to anyone else, to me, you know, for me. So, yes, maybe to somebody else, but it's for me. Okay. I don't know how he does it because he's everyone and everything. How are you going to figure that one out? You're not. Trusting God. Okay. Trusting God. So I hope this helps. Fiction is tomorrow's reality. Give me a break. How many times do you have to see it before you know? And no, it's not specific to science fiction. Okay. No. Fiction. Fiction is reality. It's all a lie. Get it now? It's one great big story. Who cares? It's all a lie. It's never been true. Not now, not ever. This place, everything physical. It's never been true. Okay? It's just is. It's the result of a mistake that was not a mistake that made sure that everything in God's mind in heaven is balanced and perfect. Okay. And the only way to contain the lower ends so that they would not overwhelm the upper end was to tame that beast. He did it through the man. So men are rewarded. They get to come home. They get to go with God. Okay? That's how it is. You live forever. You're always everlasting life. It's just wherever the presence, God tells you to go. That's all. And we just don't go until he tells us to. And if you're here, then he told you you had to come here. Okay? And it wasn't really for you, because you're God. It's for the man. So the man would know, yeah, dude, you don't exist, but that's okay. Because inside you do. And that part is always, always around. And it is love that channels between the two worlds, because, you know, like attracts like, physical to physical, spiritual to spiritual. But this is all spirit. You just think it's physical, that's all. Well, I hope this helps. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for being you. God bless you.
Light-headed, so I can see what I'm doing here. Well, here's my last match. I hope I strike it lucky, that's all.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Hey, who are you? Where'd you come from? Are you the janitor or something?
I am the slave of the lamp. I come from the nowhere, I go to the no place, and here I am. You make a wish, and I give it. You want something?
Did you say a wish? A wish. I can have a wish, huh? Well, I wish I was out of here. Can you show me the entrance to the exit?
Oh, certainly.
Well, let's get out of here.
You better.
Hey, take it easy. Put your now, young fella. I hope I know what you'll do now. Wow. Oh, boy. Oh, an escalator. Women and ladies, bargain basement on the top floor. Main entrance all out. Boy, I'm glad to get out of that hole, all right. Now if I could only find the bed. Ooh.
Hold on, hold on, hold on to God and not the way of the world. Hold on, put your trust in His everlasting word. Hold on to God in this life's storm-tossed sea. You cling to Jesus, His life